Hello, and what is up, ADHD gang? Starting off the video, things are happening. Starting off the video with just a little bit of cleanup. Today is going to be episode 3, I think, of getting stuff done. If you have not seen on my Instagram, I got a few new things. And then on TikTok, I recently went around, kind of just did a little shopping trip, went thrifting and bought some things that I've needed, some things that I didn't need, but bought some things that I needed. But this is one of the things that I got. Look at that. This mug is so big. Half of it is full with ice. Just 1 cup of matcha. I also made my own matcha at home. Applause. So excited. I ended up just having a random Target gift card, and I wasn't sure kind of what to buy from there because I only had $10, and I was like, why don't I just get a packet of matcha? So I got a box, and it had one of these little resealable packages. I don't know why they didn't just sell it as the resealable package and they had to put it in a box. I don't know, not very demure, not very eco-friendly, not very mindful. But yeah, I ended up making matcha. I made it into a matcha latte, and I'm still need to work on it a bit. It tastes like I got a matcha latte out at it's an ice cream shop called Sub-Zero in Indiana. I had gotten it there because their ice cream, I guess, is made with nitrogen. It's a cool process. I posted it on Instagram a while ago after drum corps stuff and stuff like that. It kind of tastes like that, so I need to work on it a little bit more. But yeah, today we have some things. My everything, I feel dried out and crusty. But yeah, so today I'm gonna be filming it. I have to film a TikTok. I was going to film a TikTok, but I also wanted to for a year. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Somehow I'm gonna film for here and then film for the TikTok. I may just have to cut this and edit it. But I ended up buying one of the things. If you've seen my thrift pile that I had, I only bought one of the items out of the whole pile. The rest of them, one of the items was from Shein, so there was a definite no. And then the rest of the items were just either slightly too big or just slightly a bit too much for my current wardrobe. But yeah, I ended up buying one of the things, so I'm gonna upcycle it and turn it into something else because I won't wear it as what it is because it's a bit too feminine for me. If you know, you know. And then after that, I got the stuff. This is tearaway because I didn't know what type I wanted, whether I wanted cutaway, tear / rip away, wash away, whatever, for my embroidery machine. So we're gonna figure out how to set that up and hopefully start embroidering some logos, so that way all of my kind of newer pieces that I'm making will have a more permanent logo instead of transfer paper. Yay! today. So I have those two to do, and I think that might be it. I do have to maybe do a few plant things, so I might include that. I may just go do those plant things now. I don't know. But I'm gonna take you along with me. So let's go. Okay, so I mentioned plant things. If you didn't see, I got a new child. It's an indoor-outdoor plant. I'm choosing to keep it indoors instead of outdoors. It needs to be watered. It's said to water, this specific plant said to be watered once a week. So I need to water it. So what we're gonna do, I have my big drawer here filled to the brim with moon water. And I don't think I dropped the mic. I don't think I have a container. I'm trying to think. I'm thinking here. I'm using my resources. I don't have anything. Let me go get a cup and I'll be right back. Okay, so I grabbed this little lid here and it'll fit in here a bit. It'll only do a little bit of water at a time, but I also don't want to over water this either, just because of the fact that like I do my big bottom watering every other weekend. No, not every other week. So next Monday is when it'll get that big bottom water, but I wanted it to get a little bit of water. The next thing is outdoors, so I'm gonna grab some non-moon water and head outdoors, and I'll see you out there. Okay, so the first thing is I'm gonna just check my cuttings real quick, and I just want to check them all and like just see progression wise kind of how they're all doing. I know some of them aren't gonna be doing much, they're not gonna be doing anything. Some of them may be doing more than others. I just kind of want to get a gauge and feel for how each child is doing, because once they get a decent enough root system, then I will pull them inside like that. That cheese plant might be ready to pull inside pretty soon. That one's barely doing anything right now. That one's just barely. I know these ones don't really have much, so they're gonna take a while. That one's just barely starting, and same with that. Okay. Now we have to head outside. Go outside. We're just gonna water the regular, like, vegetables. My vegetables, at least. What are the tomatoes? And then my cucumber. My cucumber is not surviving. I'm not sure why. And then my tomato is thriving. But my tomato does not like get ripe fairly easily. I don't get it. Yeah, let's go inside and do something inside. Okay, so the next kind of thing on my checklist, to-do list to get done, other than put everything away, because my room it's not a mess, but it's not clean either. We're gonna fold up this mat real quick. So what we're gonna do is say hi to my cat. I'm gonna turn, if you saw in the video on my TikTok, I ended up buying this skirt, and I'm gonna turn it into a pair of flowy pants. So I'm gonna film. No, get out of my baskets, okay, cat? Okay, so I'm gonna obviously cut the lining out because the lining's not even the full length of the skirt anyways, and I don't really care to have the lining as pants. But what I'm gonna do is film both at the same time. I'll cut back and forth, so I'll show the longer parts here of kind of what I'm doing, and then show like little snippets to make it a shorter version for TikTok. So I'm gonna cut off the waistband first, and then I will kind of check back in with you, show you the next step. We're gonna try to simultaneously like cut and pause and come back and do it that way, because I don't want to edit it into a TikTok. I don't want to do it. Okay, we're back. I get the waistband off and I put a pair of my pants on here. I'm gonna leave them as like big as they are at the bottom, but I wanted it just for like that little like kind of U-shape, just to like gauge just a little bit of like how much I want to like take it in on like that like crotch kind of seam. So I'm gonna cut these up real quick, and then once I cut them up, then what I'm gonna do is, I have this waistband here, is I'll cut it up and then I'll sew it, and then I want to sew the waistband to it, and then I'll cut off these cute little faux drawstrings off of this. And since I think this is this fabric not double layered? Oh, it's not, because the waistband is just sewn right into it. I'll have to figure out something. Maybe if I have to take some of the inside material and cut a strip so that I can have it be drawstring, because I almost kind of don't want to. I mean, I could just make it elastic. I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure out something along the lines of how to make them. I did not cut straight down. Okay. So now that we have that perfectly fine, I think I have to. I'm trying to figure out how do I. What is my next step? I kind of just go based off of what is vibing. Yeah, I think the next step would be to probably cut down the longer side or cut down the shorter side. Hold on, let me get back to you. Okay, so there's already a seam on that kind of inside. There's also, is there a seam down the center? No, there's not. There's already a seam down these sides where I cut around, so I'm just gonna cut down the sides instead, which would typically be the inside, because it was already kind of seamed there, so it already has it's already cut like that and sewn together, so I don't want the inside to also look weird. The exterior, sorry, because this would be the inside. So I'll cut that, and then what I'll do is then flip it over in half again, and then I'll have to sew just one long line down and then stick them together, if this is making any sense whatsoever. It makes more sense in my brain where the existing seam already kind of is is to just cut and re-sew back around that existing seam, since this like pretty like lace work, what I kind of care about around this like bottom part here, like this, since it was already sewn together, I don't want it sewn together in the other part. I don't want it to start and stop too many times. So what's gonna do is I'll sew it up and I will come back. I don't want to film too much of this because I just need to get stuff done, and when I film it, it takes more time. Okay, so I sewed up the sides, so I'm gonna turn one of these right side out, and then we want to line them up good side to good side. You've seen me make pants before, you probably know the gist. And then I'll stick this one inside the other one, and then I'm gonna sew around the crotch, and then I will come back to you once I've kind of figured out what I'm gonna do waistband wise. Okay, so what I ended up doing is I cut a piece of that like lining fabric, sewed it to the back of this, and then I did cut the two front strings. I more like ripped them off, and now I'm going to attempt to sew this around the waistband, and then I'll figure out how I want to cut holes and maybe try to put this back in. I don't know, we'll figure it out. Okay, I ended up taking that lining fabric because it was a bit too sheer up in here. I made a quick pair of shorts. This is gonna be up on my TikTok already, so you'll probably have already seen this, but you know, I think it's cute. It gives, I can like pull that, like the extra of the waistband, like the scrunch kind of to wherever I want. I did not in fact add pockets. I thought about pockets, but I also thought that like my other kind of pair of pants that I have that are similar to this, they're pink. They're not linen, of course, which is why I kind of gravitate towards this, because it's like a linen-y, summery kind of breezy fabric, but they're so lightweight fabric. They don't have pockets either, and I ended up like fixing those up. So yeah, I'm gonna see what else I have to do for this video. I may come back later in the day, maybe not, and yeah, I'll come back to you if I have something else I have to do. If I don't, I'll still come back to you, and we'll do an outro. It has been a few weeks later. I started filming in August, and I was like, yeah, I'm done. I just wanted to like film one more clip and then do an outro. It is the beginning of August. I'm just now filming this outro. I did end up doing some embroidery testing, but it's nowhere near something that I'd kind of want to show. So if I do some embroidery testing again, which I'm going to, I'll probably put it in the next one or the one after that. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. A bit kind of chaotic. I'm getting stuff done, part 3. And yeah, make sure you like this video, give it a good thumbs up, tell your friends about the page, get more people onto the YouTube page, because I'm working on a lot of things and I really want to stream. I want to stream on Twitch, I know that, but if I get enough followers on YouTube, then I can also live stream on YouTube. So yeah, give it a like, thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, go down into the comment section. I will like your comment, I will read your comment, I will respond to your like, go to their comment down below, like, what do you want to see? What, like, do you like the planty videos? Do you like the cleaning videos? Do you like the more vloggy style kind of videos? Do you want to just see more art in general, more tutorials, fashion, sewing? Like, what do you want to see? Let me know. And yeah, if you hit that notification bell, I try to post 2 times a month, at the beginning of the month and the end of the month. Sometimes it's more like the middle of the month and the end of the month. depending on if situations like this happen again. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Go check out all my socials, link down below in the link tree. I have been posting a few things of my own to Pinterest, so go check out that board that I have. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great day and goodbye.